Hey guys, I'm Angela. Welcome to my channel, Angela Rose Films. I have a new series that I'm excited to introduce to you called Angela Talks. This is a show where I'm going to talk about my everyday life. For my first episode, I thought it'd be fun to talk about the pros and cons about my first desk job. One of the cons about working at this law firm is the long commutes that I have to do every morning and going home. I have to wake up 2.5 hours before work just to make sure I get there on time. So the commute sucks. The second thing I dislike about my job is that I often get paper cuts. I just started working 2 weeks ago and I've already had 2 paper cuts and I get stabbed by staples. So this brings me to my next thing I dislike about my office job, which is long, boring, tedious tasks. My boss will ask me to alphabetize files, hole punch, folders and papers, and these things can take hours to do. We all know that's a given, right? So one of the cons is sitting down for long periods of time. But that's just what you have to expect if you're working in an office job. Another dislike about my office job is that there's no privacy. You don't get privacy. You don't get a door to close. Everyone can hear you. You can hear everyone. And sometimes it's just hard to block out noises or conversations when you're trying to focus on a task or when you don't want to hear the juicy gossip. But let's be real. We all like listening to the juicy gossip. Now let's talk about the pros. Okay, one of the things I like about my office job is it's on the 7th floor of a building. There's one side of the office where it's all windows. You can see the Los Angeles view. You can see mountains and trees. And it's really nice. The second thing I like about my office job is free coffee. I like the free coffee at my job because they have a Keurig and an espresso machine. It's nice when you don't have to worry about making coffee or getting coffee before work because your kitchen already has it. Having kitchen space is nice. The third thing I like about my office job is that I don't get a lot of supervision. At my previous job, I had my boss sitting right next to me, so he knew what I was doing at every minute. Let's be real, most of us don't like to be supervised at every moment. Yeah, the fourth thing that I like about my job is I'm allowed to listen to music with my earbuds, of course, and as long as I'm not being loud. Recently, I listened to an entire audiobook, How to Be a Boss by Lily Singh. She's a social media influencer, a YouTuber actually. If you're into self-help, why can't I say that? If you're into self-help books, I would definitely recommend reading that. It's a great book. The last pro about my job, the big desk space that I have my own computer, I have my own 2 monitors, and I have a huge desk space. Those are the pros and those are the cons about working at my office job as a receptionist. Well, I guess that wraps up my very first episode of Angela Talks. Let me know if you have any suggestions and leave them in the comments below. Bye guys! Don't forget to subscribe.